We are in northern Minnesota, just one of those beautiful, beautiful late fall days. As I'm looking, I just got done doing some raking and the leaves continue to rain down, but I'm limited on how much driving time I get with my cars, so I wanted to show this one of my favorites that I own. 1955 is the first year of the Imperial as a standalone division, separate from the other Chrysler products. You could buy a Chrysler, you could buy a Dodge, a Plymouth, a DeSoto, a number of cars, and in this case you could buy a separate brand, which was Imperial, to go head to head with Cadillac from Ford, or from General Motors, and from Ford, of course, it was Lincoln. My dad always hated when somebody would call his Imperial a Chrysler Imperial because of it being a separate brand from 55 through 75, and then it came back again. The top of the line was always before that had been the Chrysler Imperial, but in 55 they decided to go head to head against the other two luxury brands. And so this 1955 has always been a favorite of mine. I like the 56. I like all of the Imperials, but this being the first one and kind of near and dear to me. I love all the emblems, the crown, logo, the eagle is just really kind of quite sweet. Each hubcap has a crown. White wall tires, of course, that would have been standard. This one has the two-tone black and red interior. I love the little lever to shift. I think that's a really nice touch. They went to the push button in 56. 55 and 56 look very, very similar, but I actually like the chrome over the light versus the 56, where they bring the color through to that, the body color. I like the chrome, and the wide open back wheel well, I think I just like it better. I like the rounded back a little better. Of course, I own one, so if I had a 56, maybe I would say something different. This has the dual exhaust, and it still runs through the bumpers like it was made. This particular license plate, I'd get a ticket if I got stopped, but I found it at an antique shop, and it's a 1955, and I thought, wow, I've got to at least use it for car shows. But yeah, the stand-alone taillights, 55, 56, and 62. I have a 62, but I think that's just classic. And again, the eagle, the crown, a little different spot where you put some gasoline in this thing. Just nice touches. Just really, really nice touches. Of course, each light has the crown, and they all work. A lot of chrome in this thing. It's just the way they made them back then. I've got some memorabilia in the trunk. That's an original brochure that you would get at a dealership. You open it up and it's got there's a number of pages and all the options and the styles and the various choices. Just some of the advertisements that you could buy or that would come in magazines. So I went ahead, purchased those, but they did a nice job detailing. It's an older restoration, but it seems to have held up well. It's got the, of course, I love the fact that it's a two-door hardtop. They only made a couple thousand of these. Seems to run nice. And everything works well on it. It's got power seats, Power windows, power steering, power brakes, everything works. Just kind of a sweet interior. They still could find the original fabric inserts. I think that's really classy. It's got 250 horsepower, 331 Hemi, and let's see how it looks. Seems to run smooth. I could do a little more detailing, I'm sure, but anyway, it's a nice, smooth running car. It seems to drive out really nice. So there's another little crown. Another crown. So just has some nice touches.
An estimated 1.5
radio works.
People are now in American communities as the Biden administration is dispersing these people in the middle of the night. New York Post journalist Miranda Devine on Fox News says
it's one of those, just like I say, beautiful, beautiful days up at the lake. Taking a little cruise here in the Imperial.
From the West Coast USA Radio News Bureau, I'm Lance Pride.
The Justice Department is settling a discrimination claim against Facebook. The DOJ saying the social media giant will pay more than $14 million following accusations that it didn't properly advertise more than 2,500 jobs.
I'll just take it for a short cruise. Nice pickup. But I can't think of anything I'd rather do than be up here at the cabin and enjoying the colors and driving one of these old cars. I've got a few, and like I say, this one's one of my favorite. I did buy something recently and I just haven't had a chance to get that one on tape. It's a 58 Thunderbird convertible. But we're doing 50. I'll bring it up a little bit. I guess I'll turn around here and then I'll bring it up to speed on the way back. Just doing a short cruise. I want you to see what it's like to drive one of these old cars. Turn on the blinkers. So we're up to 60 here pretty quick. But it drives out real nice. It's got 95,000 miles. I bought it just as you see it. And it's been a great car. I flew out to Connecticut, my wife and I, and we drove it back. Not one bit of trouble. It was checked out by a mechanic there. I've had it about 5 years. It's just a nice cruising car. Got to see Niagara and some nice spots along the way back. But anyway, that's a little taste of a 1955 Imperial two-door hardtop. This is the Newport.